Rathod.
She sounds just like her.
Alright, so I'm sitting right here with Maddie right now, and then Leanne. I'm Kush with United Real Estate, Lexington, Kentucky. I'm a full-time realtor here, and like,
Jimmy Crickets.
Is this Crockett? Is this like my actually like real accent? I don't know. Maybe I sound like this. I kind of do this at times in my videos, but like people be like, "Is it truly you?" I'm like, "Maybe. I don't know. Is it?" We're asking the real questions in life.
It's certified.
It is certified.
So I am Lee. I am with Blue Rock Title here in Lexington.
I'm Maddie Stiles. I own Maddie Stiles Shelter Insurance. And here's our guest today.
Hi, I'm Kush Rathod with United Real Estate, Lexington.
So how did you get into real estate, and why are you still in this industry?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I took a little bit of a hiatus, and I was thinking to myself, what I really want to do? Now, I'm in healthcare right now. I got into healthcare because I wanted to make a difference in people's lives. I wanted to help them live longer and healthier lives. But there's also other ways to help people. You know, financially, things can be tough for a lot of people. I want to be there for them. And I remember in 2009 and 2010, my family constructed a home here in Lexington. And I remember the realtor, I still remember, he's still working to this day. And it was just such a memorable experience. I loved working with him. I loved being around him. It was amazing. And it was about a 8-month process, I believe. 8 months. And that stuck with me. And then I realized, you know what? I love real estate. I love how in this country, a house can be as unique as it is, you know. I've been to other countries, like in London, England, a lot of the houses look alike. They almost look identical. And so here, like, I feel like we're blessed with all this, right? So I decided, you know, let's give real estate a shot. I think I'm gonna have a good time. I know it's not gonna be easy. I know it's definitely not gonna be easy. Like that first couple months, I was like, what am I doing? Oh my gosh. But I started and just like, it was amazing. Like, even like to get to real estate school, I just applied and I got in. I did the online one at my own pace. They gave me 6 months to complete it. I finished it in 1 month. I finished everything. I was studying 16 hours a day. I was like, I want this badly.
Okay, big baller.
Yeah.
And so I went ahead, took my test at the airport of all places, which is weird.
That's where I take all mine.
Oh really? Okay. Okay, so I'm not
Terminal
alone.
A.
I took mine at the private jet hangar.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I tried to get in and they kicked me out.
And so I did that, passed on the first time, and joined United, and the rest is history. I had such a great time, man. This has been one of the most incredible experiences of my life. Like, I am super glad that I decided to pursue this, to take this risk, because, I mean, you guys know, starting a business is risky. You know, there's no guarantee you're going to be successful.
But this is cake. I'm not stressed at all.
Well, she's a professional.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm truly glad that I jumped in the pool, because it has been quite a joyride.
So you said your family owns a business.
Yes.
So for those who don't know, why don't you tell us a little bit about that and how that has transferred over to opening kind of your own business?
Yeah, definitely. So my father is a tailor. He does clothing alterations. And we have a store in Lexington. It's called Hems and Such Alterations. We're right off Nicholasville Road, not too far from the University of Kentucky. And this year makes it 32 years. So we just celebrated 32 years a couple months ago. And just like in terms of opening my own business and how my dad did his, my dad came to this country from India in the 80s.
Oh, wow.
And immediately came to Lexington when Lexington was barely anything. There was like Nicholasville Road was nothing, literally. Like, that's how long he's been here. And he came here for the American dream. And starting his business, it wasn't easy. And he told me a lot of things like how, you know, I had to work long hours. You know, the pay wasn't as good at a couple times, but now look at him where he is today, it's quite the polar opposite. And it's like, for me, when I started, like, I invested a lot of money into my real estate business right out of the gate. And I was like, wow, okay, this is risky. This is a lot of money. I'm not going to take out any business loans. This is going to be all of my cash.
So you had to make it. It was sink or swim.
It was, yeah. If I didn't make it, I don't know what I'd be doing right now, to be honest with you. Yeah.
We have the backup
We have
plan.
backup plan. I was thinking about probably working in Hollywood, you know, because I do also write movie scripts
Oh.
in my free time.
Wow, fun
Dang,
fact.
I didn't even know that yet. So that's a bonus one for
I
y'all.
have 2 scripts actually in the works.
Do you think that because your dad came here and he was an entrepreneur for the American dream, do you think that that passed on to you naturally, or was it because of the example that you saw growing up? Because there's 2 different viewpoints on this, and I'm curious.
Passed naturally.
So you were born with it, or?
I feel like I was born. I mean, I was born here in Lexington, so but I feel like everybody here tries to get the American dream, not just people that immigrate to the country. You know,
Yeah.
everybody wants the American dream. It's not always the nice house with the white picket fence. White picket fence, ugh. I don't like white picket fences.
The upkeep.
The upkeep. But it's just like, how can one person be successful? Are you gonna be a W-2 worker, or you want to be a 1099? There's nothing wrong with either or.
1099, baby.
I personally prefer 1099.
Because then you can't come back. No. Kidding.
But I feel like, what is the American dream? Is to be successful and to make something all by yourself. And I wanted that ever since I was a kid, ever since I was a toddler, because I saw how my dad was doing that, interacting with customers, and I was probably just sitting there playing with my Hot Wheels. I didn't know any better at the time.
Yeah.
But I knew moving forward, even when I was in the ER, is this what my life is going to be? Like, should I probably just follow orders, follow direction, try to do what I can? Or should I try to make something? Should I establish and then, like, you know, this is something that I've created, and I'm proud of it, and I want to stick to it. So I think that's definitely what it is.
I think I can relate to that too. My dad, he owns his own business in Moorhead, and I think back now, just like playing in his office with like toys or him giving us like small tasks to do, you don't realize when you're a kid that like they're kind of in like a superhero career position, and like it's such a privilege to be able to be sitting in an office with your parents' name on it, like playing with these toys. You're just like, I'm just here waiting for my after school snack, and like you don't realize like you're learning something, and that later in life will change the trajectory of your life.
Exactly. It's like, where's my graham cracker and apple juice?
I know. I wish I paid more attention. Like,
You talked a lot about the American dream, and I think a big piece of the American dream is owning property.
Owning property.
And so you're helping people achieve that now, and so what a way for it to come full circle.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
mean,
cool.
I've helped first-time home buyers. I've helped some immigrants from Asia, Europe. I've helped capitalists, or like bank executives,
the big dog.
big dogs with large dog houses.
I'm a little dog.
We're all gonna grow into some big canines. I will say that much.
I'm like a chihuahua. You're annoyed by me, but you know me.
Not annoyed. You make memorable experiences.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Even bad
Very
publicity is
memorable.
good.
Yeah. And that's what I learned. Actually, like, I was speaking in a conference, in a panel at L Bar, and one of the things I said was, don't just make a great first impression. A great first impression can only go a long way, but do that and make a lasting, memorable experience, because that is the game changer. I look at some other agents, and I never talk bad about anybody. I love everybody, but I look at some other agents and I say, okay, do you just wake up on the wrong side of the bed every day or something?
Can you roll over? I mean,
Yeah.
Try the right side of the
Flip
bed.
the mattress.
Flip the mattress or do something different.
Buy a new one.
Get that purple mattress or
I
something.
know you're getting some commissions.
Yep.
But like, change it up, you know?
Yeah.
Do something different. Just be memorable, because then after closing, that client's gonna remember you still, and like they want to remember the good things about you. And if they're like me, like, okay, who was Kush again? Oh my God, was he that one guy who? Oh my God, I'm blanking. No, we don't want that. You know, we want like, oh Kush, oh yeah. Let me tell you about Kush. Like, let me tell you about Maddie. Let me tell you about Lee. I'm like, that's what we want. You know. Definitely.
And I think that's also something I want to go back to what you said of why I wanted to invite you on here is I've met with you a few times and you don't ever speak negatively about others, even if they've probably maybe done something that could warrant it. Like you don't even entertain it. You just keep on, and I think that that's really classy and not maybe the most common in the industry that we're in. It's kind of something that needs to be like celebrated, recognized, and appreciated.
I feel like be a role model for people like veterans of our industry. They say veterans
I'm
should
gonna
be
let you touch that one off back down.
They say veterans should be our role models. I don't beg to differ, but I'd say there's another side of the coin, which is also why not we be role models ourselves. Yes, I run into some agents, I run into some clients, some customers who have been maybe quote unquote nasty with me, maybe said some words, maybe did some things. Goes in one ear, comes out the other. That's it. I embrace the people that love me, that say, hey, I want to be friends with you. I love those people. And the people that maybe don't like me, it's okay. You're entitled to your own opinion.
Can I tell you what Grandma used to say?
What did Grandma used to say?
You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but that's okay because some people like coffee, and with your energy, you're more like coffee. And she was like, be that espresso, baby. Be that espresso.
Espresso, yeah.
So just be your latte, whatever you
Yeah,
want.
I don't drink coffee or tea, actually, which people call me weird for that, but it's okay.
I did call her weird.
She did, yeah. By people, I mean Maddie.
Would you consider then being a role model young, being kind, would you consider those things to be your legacy, or what would you say you would want it to be if it wasn't those things?
In terms of a legacy, wow, I never thought of that.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
We went from 6 inches to 12, we're in the deep end.
In terms of legacy, that and also something that I'm incredibly proud of. So, in LBAR, I'm in 3 committees: technology, YPN, and diversity. In diversity, we did something, was it last month? I think last month or 2 months ago, which is where in our diversity committee, we split up into subcommittees, and my subcommittee was education. And basically it was, how can we make LBAR, as Lexington Bluegrass Association of Realtors, LBAR as a more welcoming environment for new agents, for everybody, because that's what we want to do, So our subcommittee, we sat down, we started brainstorming, and we came across this course called Fairhaven, which is a diversity course, and it's like how agents would take it and they would recognize the different things that minorities go through, And when I say minority, it doesn't mean just people of different skin colors, but also people of different financial backgrounds, people of different philosophies. Diversity means all of that, Diversity is not always just ethnicity. There's so much to diversity. So I took the course as a trial, and I loved it, and I told my committee members, I was like, hey, we gotta do something about this. So we formulated a draft of a proposal, and to my surprise, it passed in committee unanimously. I was like, okay, is this what it feels like to be a senator? I like this.
But that's amazing that you took time out of your day and your career to make sure that somebody that could feel seen and heard.
Yeah, exactly. And it passed unanimously in committee. It passed in the LBAR Board of Directors, and now it is an official law. So basically, any new realtor that comes into LBAR, they have to take Fairhaven within 120 days.
Wow.
And so, otherwise,
that's an
that's
accomplishment
a huge impact.
that people need to know about.
Exactly. And you want to enact change, but how can you truly enact change into such a large organization? Change doesn't happen overnight. I wish it did. Then the world would be fine and dandy. But I feel like we should enact generational change. Like they say, Rome was not built overnight. It took a long time for the Roman Empire to flourish. So enact that generational change, and we may not see the fruits of our labor tomorrow or next year, but we may see it 10 years from now when we have, 1,000 new realtors who have taken that course, who recognize the importance of diversity, and who can then perform a more full service for people of all kinds. So it's definitely a nice thing.
I would say that that's your legacy, for sure.
Yeah.
I would say that that's a really good one, too.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And so, Kush, you have made a lot of changes. You've had some career changes, and you're incredibly inspiring. What would you tell your younger self? Did you just come out of the womb like this, or?
I came out upside down, so I don't know if anyone cares or not. But
Tell my younger self, hey, embrace the positive, ignore the negative, and keep, trying to do your best in life. Don't just try to better yourself, but better others too.
one last bonus question.
A bonus question. I love bonus questions.
They don't even know what I'm about to ask. Hopefully, Bluegrass with the Bourbon Babes becomes something that people like to watch or listen to.
Yeah.
What's something that you would like to see for us to use that platform for?
Well, I know the Bourbon with the Bluegrass Babes is 4 incredibly talented young women who are just making a stance on this planet. And I guess I respect the hell out of y'all for that.
Thank you.
But,
It's hard when you're 4'11". I'm sorry.
hey, heart over height. All right,
Yeah.
heart over height. That's what Tyler Eulis said, former Kentucky basketball player. But I guess use this platform to, like I said, ignite generational change. Bring more young blood into this industry. Encourage others to take a stand. You're not happy where you are right now? Evaluate some options. See what you can do differently. Because these 4 people here there's something else. So, I mean, I know y'all are just starting out. I think this is one of the first episodes, or this might be, I don't know, but.
You are episode 1.
Yeah. You
I'm
are our
so
pilot.
honored. I'm so honored.
Yeah.
But
Don't
like,
let us crash.
Yeah.
Oh no. On episode 1000, I know that the landscape is going to be truly different because of what y'all have done. I can say that for a fact. You heard it here first. All right. So like currently it is July 1st, 2022. On July 1st, 2025, it's going to be quite different. So I encourage, like, if you're watching this or listening to this, just watch this episode on July 1st, 2025, and it's going to be quite different because of what y'all have done. So I know you guys just keep doing what you're doing, all right? Stare into the patriarchy, into the matriarchy, and say,
Break the glass.
break the glass.
Yes.
That's it. Break
Shatter
the glass.
it.
Shatter it. Yeah,
Ow.
just like a gladiator kick from 300.
I had
Just
not
do that.
stretched. It's okay. We'll edit that out.
But that's pretty much it.
Nah, I
Yeah.
say keep it.
That's fine. I'm in pain.
Oh man. Well, yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, we really appreciate you
Oh.
coming out today and really helping us out for our first episode.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. This was a blast. I had a great time.